see you. Hi,
Brooke Theiss, everybody.
I thought they were like,
No, have a seat.
your faces.
I gotta do a fun intro and then we'll
Okay.
go right into it.
Okay.
All right?
Are we gonna dance on the tables?
Not yet. That's the last act, all right?
I can talk.
In 1986, then unknown Rennie Harlan makes Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Child. It's the highest grossing movie in the Freddy franchise until my girlfriend's favorite movie, Freddy vs. Jason. Harlan would go on to direct Die Hard, Cliffhanger, and my not so guilty pleasure, The Adventures of Ford Fairlane. But one thing he didn't direct was Just the 10 of Us.
No.
Which was a spin-off of Growing Pains about a very productive Catholic family. And it starred one M Street child, which was Heather Langenkamp, and the other one was you, Brooke.
And also Joanne Willette was in number 2.
Whoa! I didn't
She's
look
in
that
the
one
bus
up.
scene.
Okay.
The very opener. Joanne Willette plays the kind of bookworm, like
Is your mic
irritated
up?
by. It's not. Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh, okay.
It's on. It comes through.
Yeah. So there was 3 of us teenagers that were on Nightmare on Elm Street. That were on Just the 10 of Us. So.
I want to get into that, but first, happy belated birthday.
Thank you very much.
It was your birthday on Thursday. Let's give her a round of applause. Are you like a big? Are you so? I know people who have birthdays around Christmas are like, it's a pain in the ass because I have to balance it. Or is it a pain in the ass to be a Halloween birthday?
No, I'm a big birthday fan. So
Who
I love
is
my
it?
birthday. I love people's birthday. I believe we should okay, I'm level 56.
Hell yeah.
So no, because I kind of you just kind of do Halloween. It's towards the end. So my daughter's on the 21st and I'm on the 23rd.
Whoa.
So Halloween is.
You guys heard that?
Birthdays, Halloween, and then I hate Christmas. Sorry. I go all out for Halloween.
Listen, but eggnog
And
though.
I've been trick-or-treating. I just said this. I have been trick-or-treating, and I'm not kidding, for 55 years.
Whoa.
So I trick-or-treated as a child all the way up till I was 24 years old. And I would beg my friends to come trick-or-treating with me because they were embarrassed.
Sure.
So I was 24, and I got my friend Robin Lively. I don't know if anybody knows who Robin is from Teen Witch. And I have a picture to prove it. I said, just come over, I'll put a fucking bag on you and you can be an alien. And I put like a silver foil.
Anything for a take 5.
Tin foil on her head or something. She's like, okay, whatever. And so we went out, had fun, but it was the first time somebody said, aren't you a little old to be trick-or-treating?
Boo!
And I cried. I was like, I can't do this. And then I had a baby, and I was like, oh, my infant would like some candy.
Loophole.
So I got to dress up and take him out. And then his 13th year, when he was like, Mom, I don't really want you to go trick-or-treating with me. And I was like, that's okay. I have another baby. So I took my daughter out. And last year she turned 16, and I said, just humor me. Will you please take me out just to a few houses so I can say I've trick-or-treated for 55 years? She said, okay. So we hit a few houses last year, and I hung up my trick-or-treating hat.
Wow. Well, look, it's been a long...
Maybe I'll have a grandbaby.
It's been a long and glorious journey, and you've had probably many full-size Kit Kats to speak
Oh,
for.
yes, exactly. And then, just I get everybody has to dress up. And my husband humors me and always throws some kind of mask on, and I come down he's like, holy shit. I'm like, I woke up one day, one Halloween, and I had a costume in mind, and I woke up and I had such bedhead, I went, fucking Albert Einstein. So I'm up in my room, and I pulled this Albert Einstein. I've got a cotton ball mustache, and I come downstairs. My husband's like, oh my God. You look like Albert Einstein. I'm like, I didn't even have to touch the hair. It did it for me.
And you're like, if I don't get candy tonight, I'm dropping a nuke.
Anyway, I love Halloween.
That's great to hear. We are here at Frightmare in the Falls. It is the wonderful month of October, my favorite month as well. Did you get to reminisce with Miss Langenkamp about Fred Krueger when you were on the show?
Well, the fun thing about Nightmare on Just the Ten of Us regarding Nightmare on Elm Street is the producers really wrote in a lot of stuff. So we had a lot of Nightmare on Elm Street jokes in the opener of Just the Ten of Us when we get to our house after we've spun off from Growing Pains. Heather runs through the whole house going, "Oh my God, this is like something out of a Nightmare on Elm Street!" And then little Matt Shackman, who is a huge director now. You've seen his name attached to many big projects, which is so cool. He was a huge horror fan as a kid. So you'll see him with like guts spilled out at the bottom of the stairs, and all us girls just go, "We're just walking right past, like there's nothing." So they really like threw it in a lot. So it was always conversation.
I think it's coming back around. There used to be like Halloween episodes. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like, for example, legendarily all the Roseanne Halloween episodes and stuff like that. And I think we're kind of coming back to that, but I think Halloween had a little bit of a dip in the 2000s there, and we got a little edgelordy, and now we're back where we need to be.
Yeah, exactly.
So by the time that the Dream Master comes out, Freddy is pop culture.
Yeah.
He's larger than life pop culture. We have a Freddy TV show. We got Freddy and the Fat Boys are hanging out. So what was your relationship with Freddy Krueger then, and was it like really intense to be part of this pop culture moment?
Yeah, so I think I didn't realize until more in like the past 20 years, truly, like what a privilege to be part of this movie. That really, I was just a newbie actor who got a job to pay my rent, and obviously I knew it was cool and special, but I don't really think I understood the magnitude of it until like the past 2 decades. To be part of something like this, and part of this iconic show and pop culture just in general, it's really such a privilege. Honestly, I don't even think it's something you think of as an actor. Wouldn't that be cool? But then when it happens, you're like, wow. And it's what's really cool is being able to, first of all, meet all of you guys. I really feel like it comes full circle. It's like it completes the circle for me. So it's like you audition, you get the job, you go to wardrobe, you shoot the movie, you watch the movie, and then you meet the fans. And it like completes the circle.
Screaming Mad George put you into half of a roach costume. You get squished into goo.
So that's what I feel. And then like for my children, like my son's 30 and he is married and lives in a fourplex. And he came home one day, and they have like their little entrances to their own places. And his neighbor was putting up a Nightmare on Elm Street poster. He's like, "Oh, dude, you like Nightmare on Elm Street?" He's like, "Oh, I love it." He's like, "Oh, my mom's in 4." And he's like, "Really?" Yeah, she plays the cockroach.
She plays the cockroach.
She plays Debbie. And he was like so blown away. And then so my son told me that, and then I got a full picture with Robert's signature, and I got to meet him. And that's like fun. This is the fun stuff that I never knew was at the end of this road. So it's kind of cool.
And I think that like 4 is fun. I mean, like Lynch Mob will follow me out, but like 4 is the last one I own on VHS out of the hundreds of VHS that I own. And I think that the effects in it are so weird and like ambitious.
Yeah.
And Rennie Harlan at the time, they say he was like pulling from like a lot of Chinese ghost story, Hong Kong horror stuff. And he was talking like this all the time. This would be very beautiful.
Yeah,
when
this is great.
So to that point, there's a horror movie that I'm very fond of by Brian Usna. It's called Society. And if you haven't checked it out, please check it out. It walked so that like the substance could run. And the movie stars an actor named Billy Warlock. And you know Billy from a TV movie called Class Cruise.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Right? But when it comes to body horror, you are no slouch because you have what I think is the most disgusting kill in all of Nightmare on Elm Street history. The prosthetics. There's that movie Meet the Applegates where they're all secretly cockroach aliens. And that one's kind of creepy crawly, but this one specifically, really you nail it because you have those giant prosthetics, those giant appliances you have to wear. There's a lot of forced perspective stuff and just goo. A lot of goo is key.
Super slime.
So that's what I want to know about. I want to know about the goo. I want to know about, because everyone was in there doing the effects, Kevin Yeager and Screaming Mad George, and there was like a full effects team of guys just coming in and doing different parts of this.
Yeah.
So what was that like for you from beginning to end?
So I first have to say, I get the job and they finally give you the full script, right? Because all you have is sides, the little scenes that you're reading. And so I get the script and I'm downstairs and I'm reading it and I finally come upstairs and my mom's like, so how's the script? I said, oh, it's great. I turned into a cockroach. She's like, I'm sorry, excuse me. So that's how it started. Me thinking, oh, I'm just going to put a cockroach onesie on. It's going to be easy. I had no clue.
And then like you're kind of like initially you're like kind of this like heavy metal badass,
Yes.
right? They kind of dress you up.
Yes.
You got like the
yes.
you look like you're in Doc.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And I'm like this like preppy cheerleader, taking the quarterback. So this character was really fun for me because it's like everything I fantasize about being tough, but I'm just a doormat. So I love Debbie. So I find out I turn into a cockroach, and of course the special effects start. So they call me. I go. So it took about 2 weeks from beginning to end. It was intense. So I had body molds because I have body molds of my face, of my whole like torso. So that was intense. I didn't know what that was like. I'm sure you've seen behind the scenes where they put the straws in your nose, and you're like,
plaster your head.
Yeah.
And you just sit there.
And then there's a lot of actors that absolutely panic, and they have to do it 2 or 3 times because they fucking freak out, and so they're just ripping the shit off of them. And so I have some behind the scenes photos of that. I'm wearing like a trash bag, trying to get my like skin. So I do all of that. We get to the set. So I have 3 major sets. So I have the garage workout,
right, which is just your head
workout room
in
yes.
that thing.
So I'm on like a workout bench underneath the workout bench, so like an incline. And so there's a box on top of me, and my whole fake body is on top of that. It's just my head. So all my arms are fake. So everything's fake, obviously, for the break reveal. And then in that scene, I also sit up and I have arms falling off, so I have the prosthetics on my elbows.
So gnarly.
And then it switches to prosthetics on the shoulders because now my antennas are growing out. And then they finally get the full top part. And so I'm wearing like a huge this belt around, and I have cones. They're kind of like cone shaped, and they're coming out, and I put my elbows into that, and I put on the cockroach arms. And so I'm manding them, or we're all on hinges, so I have to kind of keep them in these little cones. And then Screaming Mad comes along. Anybody met Screaming Mad?
I haven't met him. I would love to meet him, but he legitimately looks like he's in like a thrash metal band.
Oh yeah. But you meet him, and he's the nicest guy, and he laughs at everything. So he's like, and I'm not kidding. And I'm like, oh my god, I think I love this man. And so he's in the makeup trailer. He's like, he's airbrushing everything and laughing and having just the best time, which makes me have the best time. So then I'm in that whole getup, and then I'm running down like the shrinking hallway. And so that was a huge set. It was, I swear to God, it was like from here to there, because it's so all it was really intense.
Right, because they did like the rear projection, but you have to run through this legitimate hallway. They didn't have computers back in the day.
No. So then I'm run back into the Roach. I'm into the Roach Motel now, and they have a rear projection of Freddy's eye. And so that's where I do all the goo. So the goo is mostly made out of jelly donut filling.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were not worried about me eating it. So they were like, "We're not worried about you eating it."
Did you eat any of it?
And I'm like, "Is that lunch?" But it has super slime. The super slime that's really stringy. And that could go from like one end to the next. It doesn't break. They were worried about me inhaling it.
Sure.
So they were like, "Okay, we don't want you to scream because we're worried about you taking a deep breath. So you're just gonna fake scream, and we'll put the sound in for ADR." So that's what I do. And then I've got the makeup artist on the side, and they just go, they wipe it off my face so quick because they're so paranoid that I'm gonna inhale it and die. So that was that part. And then we go on to the actual, roach, when I'm actually a full roach. And a lot of people don't know that I am in that costume.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Why I needed the full body cast. So it's like this foam costume. And it's kind of I got in, they put it over my head, and I had to like warm my arms up, and then I get them out. And they put latex gloves, and they've airbrushed them all to look like blend. Kind of look like the cockroach shell. So I'm like, they plant me like this, and I'm like looking up, and I'm doing this, and now I'm having to make bug sounds, human sounds, and then they go, "Can you do like a combo?" And I'm like, "What is? First of all, what is a
Can
combo?"
you can you grab the mic and can you do a bug sound? Please do a
So
bug
I'm
sound.
with ADR going.
I mean, Vincent Price would be proud.
And they use that. So you hear
I have to watch the movie again now just to hear you say that.
first you'll hear that kind of like gibberish.
Yeah.
And then you'll see my legs sticking up. I'm really in that. And that was like a full night of shooting. I was really sore the next day. Thank God I really did kind of lift weights.
Yeah, that's wild. That's nuts. And I think
That
like
was really fun.
the reason why that one sticks around for people is that that's a pun. Is because roaches are usually like their connotation is like dirt or like
Gross.
debris or something like that.
Yes.
And so like that's why like
Disease.
in Creep Show where all the roaches come out of it, it's so gnarly. But
Yeah.
I think this one takes the cake. Man.
Yeah. My true belief is, cockroaches never die. They're hard to kill. Hence, Debbie is a badass. I still think I'm half squished in the Roach Motel. And the next Nightmare on Elm Street, I think I should come back. I might be dragging my leg. I'm coming back.
I'm here for it.
Half
You know
roach,
what?
half Debbie, right?
After the remake, things can only go up.
That's right. Hey, look, Brooke Bundy got her head chopped off and she showed up.
Yeah.
So there you go.
On the opposite end,
Yes.
turning into a roach, you were at one point a rival to Barbie
Oh, God,
because
you're
you
not your
were you were the real life version of the Maxi doll, right? And so it was kind of like literally a rival brand to Barbie at the time. And I think that it was something along the lines of like you looked exactly like her, and then they were like, so you have to be the face of her now.
It was kind of crazy. That was a crazy campaign. So I go on a commercial audition, and they don't tell you what it's for. It was very hush hush and secretive. And they just said, pretend you're on the beach and you see a cute boy you like. And I did some kind of like little dip and like giggle that they just any problem. I have no idea that they literally. So
You're like Larry David.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm like, I never heard again. I go off, I go into NYU to teach School of the Arts. I'm in the city having a great time, and my agent calls and says, "Oh, you got a callback?" I was like, "Oh, cool. For what?" And she's like, "That Hasbro." I knew it was Hasbro. I was like, "Okay." So I show up to the callback, and it's just me. I'm like, "Oh, this is so strange. Like, what's happening?" And they just rented a room and a video camera, and so she said you did this dip and giggle that they love. Can you repeat it? And I was like, kind of sure. This was months earlier. So I do it, book it. And it was a 5-year contract with Hasbro. And I had to sign like a serious contract that I hadn't done porn or anything appropriate. Because Hasbro was introducing the Maxi doll, which was catered to 16-year-olds. So they didn't want, Dr. Barbie. They wanted Maxie who hung out in the mall and ate pizza with her boyfriend.
Sure.
So they wanted a really clean cut, and it was an incredible experience. They took me, and I had a whole PR team over the weekend, like crash course on how to do PR, how to circle back around to the conversation that I wanted to talk about, which was, of course, the doll. I learned so much. I got to travel to Australia several times. I got to wear $10,000 wigs made by Dolly Parton's wig maker on my head. I had every single piece of jewelry was enlarged for me. It was incredible. I was really sad that Maxi didn't take off because every little girl went, "Oh, look, Mom, there's the Barbie Maxi." It was like Kleenex, just couldn't compete.
I mean, I'm offended on your behalf because Margot Robbie did Wolf of Wall Street before being Barbie.
Right, yes.
And they were asking you if you were in porn.
Oh yeah, like I
God.
totally like had to sign. I know, right? I know. Wolf of Wall Street's like, she's like, I know. I was like, oh, I was the Barbie. I forget about that.
Did you get to
See,
keep
I
any
called
of
her
the
Barbie.
wigs? Did you get to keep any of the wigs?
No, because we kept using them. Yeah, I did like a whole bunch of commercials. You can look them up on YouTube. They're pretty funny.
Check them out.
Yeah.
you did like a lot of TV stuff.
I did.
A lot. You did Beverly Hills 90210. You were on the Uncle Buck TV show.
Yeah.
You were on the Clueless TV show.
Yeah.
What's that experience like versus movie?
I think they're all just so different. They're all fun. I love doing a series because you were a family and you really got to develop your character. And I'm sure if I had been on a series, like Friends that had gone years, maybe you get tired of your character. But I really liked that. I'm social and family oriented, so I kind of like the whole family thing that the series offers. But film is fun because you get to just dive in, go hardcore, work out your character, film your shit, and then you get to see it up on the big screen, and that's kind of
Yeah.
that's kind of
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think Nightmare and Little Nikita are the only ones that were on the big screen. So
yes.
it's again a privilege, very privileged.
Little Nikita was like Dennis the Menace, but with Nikita Khrushchev. It's not what it was about at all. It was like a Cold War thrillery kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
with River Phoenix and Cindy Poitier. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, what was that like? Because River
Yeah.
Phoenix, big deal.
Yeah, big deal. My mom, I was like River Phoenix, and my mom's like Cindy Poitier. I was like, she's like, go shake his hand. I was like, okay, hi, Mr. Poitier. Nice to meet you. She's like, you no idea who you just met. I said, yeah, I don't. Like 18, so.
I know that like in general, everybody's talking about like what like a sweetheart Robert is, and you got to work with him. What is the deal with the? He's not the man behind the mask, but
Right.
yeah.
Robert is. First of all, Robert, if you haven't met him, he's literally a walking encyclopedia.
He loves to tell stories.
He's a big storyteller, and what I noticed about Robert is just his memory to keep the stories. Like you could literally be talking about an off Broadway play, and he will literally know the playhouse, the director, who graced the stage. And I'm just like, I don't understand. But it's really cool, and every time I'm with him, I really will hear another story. It's really quite fascinating. He tells the story this last time I was with him about old Hollywood and how in Hollywood it was a really small community back in, I want to say like the 20s and the 30s, and the husbands would come home from their day of shooting, and the wives would put up a sheet in the front yard, and they would watch dailies. That way, they would show what they had shot.
Yeah.
And there's this little teeny small little community of people making movies. I was like, God, that's fascinating. I mean, so it kind of be a fly on the wall to all of his stories is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he's such a great guy.
Cool. Yeah. I've yapped enough. Any questions?
What is
What's your name?
My name is Nikita, so I gotta watch Little
Oh,
Nikita.
Little Nikita.
I've never heard of that, but I'm very interested.
Yeah, it's good.
I wrote it down. But my question is, what is your most memorable part of Nightmare on Elm Street? And a second follow-up would be like, what is your favorite memory with Robert?
Okay. I would say my most memorable thing about Nightmare is Toy Mooker. She's my love.
Ooh la la.
I love her. She's like literally, like really, like we got to set and bonded instantly, and we're still bonded, and that's a really special friendship that I've taken away from that. In terms of working, I would say doing the special effects, having never done special effects before, was fascinating, and then having to do what I had
Your
to
scene
do.
was very intense.
It was very intense and involved a lot of moving parts, so that was very obviously very memorable. So those two things, and then my favorite story of Robert is probably when I first met him. I met him in the rock truck, out of makeup, and I don't think I knew who he was at first. And he was just chatting like Robert does, and super friendly. And then I was like, "Oh shit, that's Freddie." I was like, "Robert," I said, "I'm fucked. You're so nice. I can't be afraid of you now." I was like, "Thanks a whole bunch." And so that's how I first met Robert. Yeah, like literally, like I literally said that to him. Said, "I can't be afraid of you. You're like the nicest guy, and I just want to chat with you."
So how did you get into that role? Being afraid of Freddie.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just kind of, you turn on your craft like that. But I did watch The Fly, and kind of watch the metamorphosis and kind of try to understand, how he felt going through what was happening to him. Kind of try to, just do a little homework, and that helped.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, definitely love that. I mean, I'm a huge horror fan. I'm a huge horror old, so like the original Fly is one of my favorites. Yeah. I have an older brother, so he introduced me. So I saw stuff that I shouldn't have seen. I don't know. Every day when she breaks through like that boarded up window, she's got that turkey leg, and I remember just thinking as a child, she's eating a human being. This is like forever ingrained in my brain. Is just horrific, but I loved it.
Anybody else?
Okay, my name's Chris.
Hi, Chris.
What was it like the first day that you were on set? Like, and what was the first scene that you shot?
So to take you back a little bit, Rennie Harlan, being a brilliant director, got all of us kids together for 3 barbecues before we started shooting. So we were, when you're 18, you want to make friends, and it's easy to make friends, and so we were all fast friends. And so by the time we got to set for the first day, it was like we were friends, and so it was really cool. So we shot the entire parking lot scene. Was the first day, so all of that stuff, with the Needle Dick stuff, the one Major League Hunk, and then we even shot like some of the stuff where Andros is running down the hallway after Tuesday passes, and then we shot the gurney scene with Toy. So yeah, we shot a lot. We shot 18 hours that day because we didn't have our turnaround yet. So they used and abused us. They're like, let's shoot all.
They're like, we'll see what becomes B-roll right now.
Yeah, exactly. Then you're on your 12-hour turnaround after your first day. So I specifically remember going. I've been like crying for 5 hours because we shot that scene with all of us, the cast there with the gurney being wheeled out. But yeah, that was a long day. But that was a fun day. And Toy Newkirk has the original call sheet for the very first day, so you can see all of our times. You can see where we shot. You can see the dates. It's pretty cool. Her mom saved it.
It's wild too.
I don't have I have nothing. Isn't that sad? I even asked. I'm still in contact with Screaming at George, and I was like, Screaming, where's my arms? He goes, I don't know. I was like, no.
That guy's probably got a crazy storage
Oh,
problem.
he lives in Japan and he teaches in a university. He teaches special effects in a university.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Cool? Yeah.
Ghostface.
What's your favorite scary movie?
All right. Okay, wise guy.
My new scare. Well, I think I love the new weapons.
Ooh,
Weapons?
That's good.
I like that.
Whoa! He wasn't a fan.
Oh, no, I didn't know what to
Long
expect.
legs was just as bad.
Whoa, buddy.
Downstairs, that's like this.
We're not here to yuck other people's yum, all right? Halloween 3 was hated when it came out.
Halloween ends.
Yes, that's true. Oh. That's because Halloween 3 is not the same as Halloween.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's
there
a
you go.
completely different movie. Has nothing to do with Michael Myers or his sister.
Sometimes I want to have a whiskey and sometimes I want to have a gin.
That's right.
Don't mix them though. That's a bad idea.
Old school though. I think The Fly is one of the favorites of the old
He's
Fly.
like a consummate professional.
The old one,
Mhm,
the black
yeah.
and white one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His Price.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can't.
He's so good. I'm a big fan. He did a movie called Madhouse, which is like a weird meta thing where he's like a horror host, and Peter Cushing is. Well, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but it's got like a weird wraparound piece where he's making horror movies. The dude's just fantastic. Mask of Red Death. That movie's beautiful. Technicolor, so it's like everything's shot through, and they do all the different colored rooms, and he's wearing this like blood red robe. Oh, fantastic. Anybody else? Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, first thing I want to say, like, this is one of my favorites of the year. So thank you. I went to the theater to watch it twice. So
I went to the theater. Go to the
thank you.
theaters.
Yes, exactly. I love supporting the theater.
Yes.
Twice. But I wanted to ask you, what was your favorite scene that you filmed in Nightmare?
My favorite scene that I filmed in Nightmare was actually probably the stuff that they showed on the television of when Alice is watching us after we've all passed. I think I've passed too. And we're just running around. It's a lot of ad libs. So like we got to this park and Rennie said, "Go." So we just started running all over the place. And I think Tuesday falls on Andros, and I'm sitting going, "What the hell is this shit you put in your hair?" And that was just so fun because we were still in character, but we were just ad libbing and having fun. And then they said we're gonna, do this little compilation of the video that she was watching on the screen. That was a really fun day. It's really different.
And that scene, this is like,
It's really quick.
this
but
is
it
a
was fun.
real like stretch because obviously she's watching you guys after you
Yes.
pass.
Yes.
It reminded me of just like the weird B-roll footage that they have like in Twin Peaks when they're watching, where they see Laura and stuff like that.
Yes, yes,
Um,
yes.
I always like with like TV within a movie kind of stuff.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
I had somebody over here. Yes.
It's interesting learning about the maxi figure that you were talking about because I've never heard that before. But there was also the one that was made by Todd McFarlane. I'm just curious to know if you've seen that figure at all. It's
No,
like, it's
my-
got the insect arms.
My
and they consult
figurine.
you.
Yes. No. I mean, I did call my agent. I was like, "Do I get paid for that?" She's like, "Honey, you signed such a generic, like newbie contract." She goes, "They would have to sell so many units before you sell $1." I said, "That's okay." My nephew came up to me and said, "Auntie Brookie, you've made it. You're an action figure." And I was like, "That's all I needed. That's all I needed." So,
Do
but
you have one of those?
I do. I did buy one, and I display it on my table. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
It's
awesome.
pretty
I mean, in
cool.
fairness, it's
Yeah.
not like when like Kenner made the Star Wars figures and you're like, that's not Harrison Ford.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
Todd McFarlane sculpted it,
Yeah.
so it's like that's you. That's your
Oh my
likeness.
gosh, yeah, it's pretty.
Then you have two different figures now, two different dolls. I
So now,
guess.
yeah, I never thought about that. I do.
One to do the pirouette and wink, and one to turn into a roach.
Yeah.
I have to say a funny story is so Tuesday was replacing Patricia Arquette, had to stay blonde. Lisa also was a blonde, so they dyed her hair and they put a wig on me because I was going to just the 10 of us, and they said, "We don't know if we can get you back to be what you look like right away." So they put a wig on me. So first day of shooting, my hair was down, and they watched the dailies, which are what you shot that day in the evening, and the note was, "My hair was too big." How does that happen in the 80s? And your hair is too big. I'm like, my hair must have been so motherfucking big. So you'll notice that my hair is down in a lot of the parking lot scenes and stuff, and then it's pinned back just ever so slightly, and all the rest is pulled down.
Yeah.
I thought that was a very funny note. Hair's too big.
The irony too is that you're wearing wigs from Dolly Parton.
I know.
Later on.
Really big hair. And I'm like, "You want to see big hair? I'll show you big hair."
Anybody else?
I saw a couple more hands. Somebody in the back.
Yes.
We'll get you next.
My question is, since you said you're a big fan of horror movies, do you have a favorite movie scene in a horror movie that's not your own?
That's not my own. God, that's a good question. No.
You should really watch Society, by the way.
I know. I've heard that.
It's all goo.
Yeah, it's all goo. I mean, obviously the Terrifier, but it's a little. So I watched half the movie like this. I think that's why I liked Weapons, because it's more psychological. So some of the gore can be kind of gross.
You know what I like in The Fly when Jeff Goldblum's fingernails come off? Oh
It's all
man,
so good.
what a raw
All so
movie!
good.
Just all of his Jeff Goldblum chunks coming off of him. It's a wild ride.
It's so good. So yeah, so I mean, yeah, I don't have one off the top of my head. Definitely Terrifiers. I mean, especially 3. I'm like, stop.
The
Like,
effects are
stop.
incredible.
Is it over yet? So I like more psychological thrillers, but I would have to say that Terrifier's pretty up there. Good goo. Good gooey.
We have a gentleman way back there in the nosebleeds.
I'm just wondering, Wes Craven was ever on set, and how he was
Yes, sadly, I never met Wes. Isn't that so sad? I was really hoping one day I'd go over to Heather's house because I'm still friends with everybody from just the 10 of us, and that he would be there, but I never got
He was
to
working
meet
on
him.
a submarine. What the man, you know.
I know. I was like, Heather, when's Wes coming over? I was like, I can come over and meet him because he's brilliant, right? I mean, I think the new Nightmare is is my favorite movie just because it's just so different. Yeah.
She says the same thing.
Yeah.
She likes the new Nightmare as well.
I mean, even when I was watching it, I was like, Heather's playing Heather.
Yeah.
I was just like, I can't. How's this? So worked. It was so good.
And it's like kind of his like launching pad to make Scream,
Yeah, yeah,
pseudo meta stuff, and
Yeah.
the full meta stuff.
So, I unfortunately never met him. I really wish I had. Yeah, the big bummer.
Yes.
I have one that has nothing to do with horror movies.
Okay.
So now that you can't trick or treat anymore, is your house going to be the awesome house on the street?
Yes.
Okay.
I would be like, bring it, come, like and then but my husband's like, can you just let him take candy? Because I'm like, who are you? Explain your costume. Oh my god.
You're the one everyone remembers.
Just wants candy and he wants to get out to the next house. But yeah, so
Full-size chocolate bar.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't, you got a lot of opportunities here because your husband, Mr. Genesee,
Yes.
is also from a ton of action movies.
Yes, yes,
He's,
yes.
he's a martial artist. He's an action
A
star
Canadian.
and a Canadian. So like, put him in something, have him do some backflips.
I know, right?
You
Something,
know?
right? Or he could put me in action.
There we
Actually, I was in an action film with him that he copied my scene. I
Whoa.
beat the shit out of Eric Roberts.
Eric Roberts? I love him in Stalked by My Doctor. Have you seen those
Oh,
Lifetime
no,
movies?
I haven't. Oh my God.
They were insane. They're like
Stalked by my doctor.
they're like proto slasher movies with Eric Roberts, where he's like a cardiologist who becomes obsessed with his patients. By the third one, Eric Roberts is talking to an alternate part of his psyche that's wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Oh my God.
Prime Eric Roberts stuff.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy.
Put it on your list.
That's on my list.
It's technically a thriller.
That's so fun.
I have one more over here. Anything? Did I miss it? No? Well, thank you so much for
you.
coming. It's been an absolute pleasure. So peace, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Picture. Come on, pose, nerds.
Awesome. Thank you.
Have a good night, everybody.